It gives me a heart condition to see those people out in the corridor, sidewalk area. I would like to say it this way. Could you please leave? And that's because you make me feel ill. If you are more alarming than making me feel ill, you need to call the police. You don't know that you make me feel ill? All right, let's say that you don't. I'm posting this on YouTube, and by the time you find out, I should be deceased out of ill. Yes, but you would know about it, and then what? You are another problem. You didn't call the police, and you're past that. And that's you didn't call the police, and you're past that. And then what are you going to do with yourself? Because that's what's wrong with you having to be told anything at all. No one can afford to tell you anything at all. You have to know how to be yourself. No one can tell you anything about yourself, and it would be exteriorly, informed. You would be informed about yourself from somebody else. This you should not be in 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. You can't afford your head. Okay. Maybe that's better, don't know. There are these, but I did not ask for these, and I did not open them yet. It says bar cloths. This is not a bar. So I would use something to dry off to make it like shiny. I want it to be shiny or smooth. It's not really a nice shine right there. No, something's wrong with it. It needs a little something. Maybe I could use a wipe and that would be better, but I don't want to use them unless they're an emergency. Okay, I cleaned this already before. This, I don't remember this being in here. Did I miss that part? So I should run the water again, but I don't think I should. So it's not perfectly clean. I'll just disclaim it that it's not perfectly clean. I don't want to turn on the plumber's water for that reason. So it looks other than that clean, I guess. So it looks like dried tomato. I made chili in there yesterday, so some kind of dried tomato paste. So today I am making... It's not your average cooking show, if you know what I mean. I just cook for myself. So let's say Rachel Ray, she makes how many servings at once? Like 4, right? And then she serves herself 1. You should find that to be wrong to yourself. If you see somebody who cooks for a TV show and then they have extra servings, that is because if they were cooking without the camera, they would have nothing, or what? Okay, is that going to stay? Hopefully. Try it. So, Ina Garten, she does a cooking show, Barefoot Contessa, on Food Network. Maybe whenever it's on. I don't know if it's on anymore. Ina Garten, or Ina Garden. She has a beautiful house, and I think she uses tap water. Ina, you want to cook with bottled water? I would love to be in your house and cook just for myself. Yeah. Oh, she cooks for the cooking show, and I once saw her invite somebody named Jeffrey to eat with her. And I've seen her cooking show before. So while I was watching once, she invited someone named Jeffrey to eat with her. Really? I know. Did Jeffrey say goodbye to you? Well, I would like Ina Garden to make some noodle kugel for me, and I would eat it. It looks delicious. I don't know how to make noodle kugel. Are you just supposed to find it? She can make it, though. That's interesting in this world that you can do that. I love Ina Garden's cooking from TV. I don't really cook it myself. I just watch. So, is that enough water? I might need to add another bottle. Okay, start with that. Off high 987. Okay, this time I want to open this the way as the instructions say. I will use a scissors. It's supposed to say, like, cut here. Okay, here it is. Cut here. And then it will be just the front. I don't cut the back. Yeah, so we'll do that soon. So some Hopenises came in here whom I know when they're on the outside of the front door. I don't know them on the inside of the front door. And they came in here, so it's Mitch on the outside of the front door. But Mitch inside the front door is a Hopenis. Because I don't know what he's doing on the inside of the front door when I died the wrong way. I died the wrong way to himself. I don't want him to be angry with me inside here. He's angry, stays outside. If you're angry, stay outside. You don't come in here. And that's me living alone. If you have some kind of problem with me living alone, I already said it's living alone is because it's not alive anymore. Otherwise, what is to stop you from staying here? And Mitch came in through the front door, and he is walking around the inside of the apartment, and he says he paid the rent. So, but I let him in because he wants to come in. There isn't anybody who wants to come in here who can't come in here. But you're not supposed to want to come in here. Since when do you want to come in here? You don't want to watch the videos on YouTube. Because they're on YouTube so that I can sum up what has been happening with myself deceased. Because it's not really true. I can help you with your problems. That is the problem with me living alone, and that you know about it. You can know about me living alone. You can't intrude on me living alone and tell me that you are going to help me to understand what kind of people you are and how that's my fault to myself. You are trying to trip me up to make me blame myself. And you tried tick, 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 tick my whole life. And I do have one problem with that, which is my repeat-a-thon problem. You shouldn't have had sex with Nico. You shouldn't have had sex with Howard, said Charles Toe, who raped me. He raped me. He one way raped me. But I think he doesn't know what I said to God when he raped me. After he was done raping me, the next day, he said, "Now we are going to fuck." And he never moved out, and he died 23 years later. And I packed and moved. And he followed me, and he told the landlords he was going to sign the lease and stay but not pay the landlords any rent. And the landlords did not charge him rent. I don't have a risk that way. I'm not there if the landlords don't charge me rent. Well, do you know who I am? You don't charge me rent if you know who I am. You are charging me rent that I don't know who I am. It is not fair. I am 48 years old, and you still want to coach me on how to be myself around you. Like you don't know I've been alive for 45 years. Well, that's you needing to be in jail because you don't know I have been alive for 45 years, continuously holding alive of myself and the whole formed world. You must go to jail on that point. You don't know. You don't know goes to prison. You don't go around public threatening everyone with what you don't know. The water is boiling is my reason for coming back in front of the camera. When I am shouted, you are illegally alive after that. And clearly you have no place to go is you. So the rent is not paid or the rent is paid? Why are those people sitting outside if I am in here? Who hired you? Who sent you? The people outside. I don't know you. You're not due here. What are you doing here if you're not due here? What do you want? I need to wash my hands because I touched the doorknob. Yeah. I'm going to skip it for the plumber. That's his water again. I will use the tongs. Or should I use the long ones? I have some extra pasta sauce that I did not use up the last time I made this brand of something else. It was like tortellini is what it says. Maybe it was tortelloni. But no, they were like raviolis. Yeah, they looked a different shape, but maybe. They have the same filling inside. Okay, that's enough, right? For now. Okay. So there are people sitting outside who will not come in here and clean the floor and take away some of the garbage that I don't want. But they aren't supposed to take anything away unless they brought something to stay in here instead. Yes. Well, it is true that my money has been paying the rent, but I would not move the money if it was up to me. I would be living alone and not moving any money in the banking, and then you know what to do. You have to go homeless because you don't have any money, and then you also have to go to jails and prisons because you are trespassed out of homeless does not come back here. If you are trespassed out of homeless, you cannot be in a house or in an apartment or in a public building unless it's a public city jail. If you are trespassed out of homeless, you go to jail. I am trespassed out of homeless, died. I'm deceased out of homeless. I cannot be homeless again. Yes, but that's not true about you. I don't know you that way. If you're not myself, I don't believe you. You could tell me you died out of homeless. I don't believe you. You're not myself. I don't believe you. I will never believe you. You are not myself. I will never believe you. You're not myself. You are illegally alive in illegal genitals. You have illegal genitals, and there's no believing you. No one believes you. You have illegal genitals. They are unbelievable. If you have a penis, it's illegal, and you are unbelievable. Four minutes. Okay. This is what it looks like. The steam is a little hot, yeah. So, do you have a penis and you like to be around females? But you don't want to be a female. You have a penis means you want to have a penis. That's what you are. That's what you want. That's what you are. A female doesn't want to have a penis, most likely. So, is that why you want to be up close to the Godhead? You don't know what I'm like when I'm angry when you're right here. Yes, it gets angry because you do that. So when it gets angry with you, do you say to God, I don't remember all the things I did that made you angry? You don't actually say to yourself, I don't remember all the things I did that made me angry. So why do you do things that make me angry and say, yeah, it's not myself. I didn't make myself angry. I made you angry and you're not myself. Yes, but if you make me angry, I say, you are against myself. You did something against myself. That is against myself. Something is against myself and that makes me angry. Yeah. It's you for that reason. That's why you say the word you. Y-O-U, you. You describes something about who. Yeah, but it's alive. So then what is angry? Something in alive is angry. So it's not really fair or nice for you to make me angry in alive because alive is so big and I have a head and genitals. And it's not good to make me angry when I have a head and genitals. Inside of all of alive is very big, omnipresent. How do you know you didn't make yourself angry? Well, you maybe don't see it that way here, but what if you see it that way elsewhere? You did something to make yourself angry in alive, and then in the afterlife you still had effect of that you were angry with yourself in alive, and you did that, putting the pressure on in alive. So God is deceased the wrong way is what I'm hearing. That is indicated by what the property looks like. The buildings are old. The houses are old. That's deceased the wrong way. That's very far in the wrong. Deceased the wrong way. So far in the wrong I don't say it because it looks obvious. If you have a year 2025 new car, you don't have an old building that was made in the year 1950s or an old house that was built in the 1960s. You don't actually want the keyring to link together the new car with the old building, which is why we don't know Howard Chait being so much trouble to himself at this time. Howard Chait, licensed massage therapist, business card holder. Do you have trouble with authority? Because you just press charges on me for that the office building, the apartment buildings, the houses in the neighborhood of Tucson, Arizona, that they are not exactly as new as a year 1996 Ford Escort in the year 2000. Yeah, I guess that was an old car to me. I wanted a newer car, but it was 4 years old when I was driving it, and that is too new for that. The buildings and houses are all as old as, well, who knows. Well, I had a house in Arizona. I didn't. I never got the key. You don't want me to have what I need for myself. Are you selling that for your food? Because God is telling me that you don't understand how to pay out what is mine to myself. There is that problem. Yes, but I need to have it in the meanwhile that you don't know how to pay out what is mine to myself. I need to have it. Because I'm not going to help you with that. No, it's not yours just because I don't have it. You can't be a guinea pig that you invested in consuming that was something that was mine to myself. I have an overlord that's stuttering. Why are you stuttering? I don't like my overlord. No, I don't like her like I don't know her. She's myself right there in the mirror, but I don't afford to be this tall, and I don't afford to be fat. I need to be the size of a 3-year-old exactly the first day I was alive here, and I died within 30 days, and I don't afford anything else. I'm not going to give you an inch or a dollar. I'm not going to give you the time that you spent on yourself here. We are at Hopenisindoors in Africa. That means it was illegal that there was any money in the bank. It was illegal for you to be anywhere in public. You need to be in Africa. I'm not going to help you with that you were ever here in America. I am deceased already. What are we waiting for? I'm not really allowed to say. Yeah. Well, you're going out of alive, and you're not to be afraid and panic around me. You're not allowed to panic around me. Yes, but you're elated. That means you don't afford to be normal. Normal would be something like that you're sorry about God to yourself, that it was low when you started alive here. Normal would be that you're sorry that you are yourself deceased in karma. I left one in here and I need to take it out, and I set this down because I'm done. And now I have to pick it up again because I don't afford the camera particularly. Okay, now I need the sauce in there. And then I might make another batch. Not now, but that's maybe as much ravioli as I can get out of this water. Yeah. Here, you can see this water. That's the water. What do I need now? I need pasta sauce. Well, I have this. Don't drop it. I know, because I can drop anything glass and it's gone forever and I have to clean it up myself. I can't afford to drop anything on the floor because I can't clean it up. Well, I will clean it up, but I won't. That's what's wrong with it. That means somebody else is going to be punished if I drop something, so I'm very careful because I don't take hostages. Or you might have an accident, but it would not be that I am angry and I did something malicious. I don't do something malicious because you are not myself. You are in your own genitals, and I alive all the genitals, and I am not malicious that way. So, I need this open. What's it going to be? Well, the heat is on 5. Well, I'm going to heat up the sauce and eat. And then what? I have a problem leaving this on the counter. It can't be open around this kitchen area unless I'm standing here and watching everything. And it would be better if it was all in front of me because I don't want to see a cockroach out of the corner of my eye this way. It's hungry. I'm also thirsty. Well, what's it going to be? I need God to take over, and I'm pressuring him for time because the camera is on and I don't want it to be on, for somebody's waiting on me. I don't think so. Who's watching this video and waiting on me? What about this is hot? We need to eat the food when it's hot. Ah, yes, that's first. Let me see what's in here. Well, it's boiling water pretty much. I'm going to put this sauce in because it looks like that's just a little bit of water I can use for sauce. We good? No? You're going to say no? I am waiting. It popped. Thank you. Yes, that was excellent. Okay, how much sauce? Okay, the spoon, yeah. Let's try that. So it's like this. Okay. More sauce. What about the red sauce? It's already open. You don't want to make pink sauce? But it's what I do. I will help you with that. Thank you. I have red sauce and it doesn't know you because it's been open. Okay, so 3 spoons of this. with a little bottled water in the bottom that has been boiling. Okay, this is the cold stuff. Okay. I can use a spoon to get some of it out. I will be mixing. Okay, it's in here. Okay, it's in here again. Is that enough? Let's see what it looks like when we mix it. This will scrape the bottom, so we'll use the purple one. Okay. Uh-huh. It looks nice. Yeah. It's pink. So 3 of each. One more of this, yeah. You have to pour it. Okay, yeah. That's the good. Okay. So is Rachel Ray always going to be making food? Like, how do we know when she's not due to make food anymore? Is it that she makes food in front of the camera and then she can make more food for the camera and then she can make more food for the camera? And then it is on cabled television and on the internet. And so we can always see that Rachel Ray is making food. Because I want to know how she will recover if she cannot make food, like cannot is not allowed bar Rachel Ray from making food on mass communications. Okay, this is too high temperature. Turn it down to 2. It will be about done, yeah. I'm still looking at 34 minutes and 16 seconds, and I don't have this ready-made food. I don't have it ready yet. It's close. I'm doing well, but it's not ready yet at 34 minutes and 32 seconds. And I used to watch Rachel Ray's 30-minute meals shows be on the Food Network for about 30 minutes, half-hour show, and then she is done. And she does things like with raw ingredients. She does things with base ingredients, assembling something from base ingredients. And I don't have that yet here. And I'm cooking, and I'm going to eat it all. Okay. Try that. The Fate of Ophelia, Taylor Swift. Okay, I'm trying to mix in the sauce. I thought more sauce, right? I could use more sauce, but we'll try this. And always more sauce because I love sauce. Okay. I don't have a fork. This is fork food, but I don't have a fork. That's what it looks like. So I will serve it with one hand to myself. Wow. My hair is a little strange, so I tried another way to tie it up. I can show it from the back, but it's a little strange. If I do it again, I will maybe show it on the camera or not. I have a skin hive I scratched right here, and it leaves a scab. Yes, I don't like the skin hives. They are disturbing the peace. If I say to the neighbors that are down the sidewalk walkway, the sockway, if I say to the neighbors down there, Would you please leave? If you say no to me, I don't know why you would say no, and it's not significant because I'm done speaking. It's not due to argue with me, and it's not due to argue with each other. You belong in prison so that you don't dispute that with each other. And you are not due to dispute anything with me. I don't have alive alone is not true. I am alive alone, and that's all you need to know. You're not good neighbors. You're not what a neighbor is if you don't take that somebody's speaking English to you word for word to yourself. Well, you have to move with that God is alive, and alive is omnipresent. It's big. When you say no to me, like no, you're not ready to go right now, and then sometime in the same day or the next day, you eat something. You make the food a psychotic food supply because it's not no, it's yes. It's no to you. It's no to you is a small matter. You are alive in a huge public, and you don't alive yourself alone. You don't understand your genitals is really due elsewheres. You're due in jails and prisons for your genitals being illegal, and so that I don't ever have to say something to you because I am myself, and you say no to me because you are yourself is not excused.